Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we're sorry.
Oops.
Oops again, as we begin every podcast. You know what? 2 months,
Needless to say,
but
it's been a minute.
we're here to talk about February. February was a month. It was the month of love, Duncan.
Well,
Love
no
was
one
in the
told
air.
me that.
No one told me that either. I've
For me, it
been
was
stuck in a
the.
house with my parents for the past year and a
It's
half.
the month of movies. Am I right?
Yeah. A woman may leave you, but a good movie never will.
Are you kidding me? Oh
Uh,
my god! What a terrible quote.
Welcome to
God.
the Mr. Movies podcast. Why don't I kick us off with a Marty Scorsese movie
Ooh.
called Shutter Island, or as I like to call it, watched half of it, was on my phone for the rest. But I like Scorsese, okay?
Uh-huh.
And you know what? He took a risk. There's some beautiful shots in this movie. It just wasn't
Absolutely.
for me. And I don't think it's a bad movie. Have you seen this movie?
I have.
What are your thoughts?
I remember enjoying it at the end when the twist happened. It made the rest of the movie better.
See, I remember the
But in
first
the
half.
moment, it was tough.
I don't remember the second half.
So you don't remember the twist?
I remember there's a room and it's raining inside the room.
I guess. That's not.
I don't know.
Springing to memory, but sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's Shutter Island, my dude.
It sure is. Did you shudder at all during the movie?
I watched with my parents and they were confused.
Yeah.
So about living home, I don't know if you run into the situation.
Talk to me.
Watching stuff. We have like one like TV. So like I have a small TV in my room and stuff, but then like we have the main in our family room. We have a TV. Since I've been home for COVID, whenever I watch a movie, I want to watch it on like a big TV.
On the larger, yeah.
But the issue is I have to watch it with my parents. And sometimes I want to watch movies that just aren't you don't want to watch with your parents.
Not exactly family friendly, sure.
I didn't know what The Lighthouse was about. Put that on in front of my parents. Oops. We made it 20 minutes and I had to turn it off.
Oh, you really just quit the movie?
Yeah. Have you seen that movie?
You know what? Let's launch into that because that's on my list.
I didn't watch it this month, so I'm gonna save it for our June podcast.
Okay. I watched The Lighthouse.
In February?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Well, screw it. Let's talk about The Lighthouse. I didn't finish it.
You did not finish it.
No, there's some nasty stuff in that movie.
Are you talking about the mermaid? Did you get to the mermaid?
I saw the damn mermaid. Oh,
it's not that bad. I've seen worse.
I've seen worse in that movie. Like there was worse in that movie.
Yeah. That movie
my
is
God.
A very interesting experiment.
I never like to bash the filmmaker.
Sure.
But that Roger Egghead, what's his last name?
Do you mean Roger Ebert?
Is that the guy who directed the movie?
No, he's like a famous movie critic.
Who's the guy who directed this movie?
All right, let me look it up.
Well, he did The Witch. I didn't like The Witch.
I liked The Witch. That was
oh my God. That's the most film school. Oh, I like The Witch. You know what The Witch is? The Witch is an hour and a half of my life I'll never get back.
A little like a film. Okay, so it's Max Eggers?
I knew it was something with eggs.
Yeah. I thought The Lighthouse is definitely not a family movie. You're right.
Yeah.
It's not really one you watch with your buds and then you're like, hell yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it really is about two fishermen going absolutely nuts on an island.
Yeah.
So
should I finish it or no? If I didn't I watched most of it.
Normally, I would tell people to watch it all the way through, but because I know you so well, I know you're not going to like how that movie ends. And I think you can probably guess how that movie ends.
Spat on my computer.
Actually, that'd be fun. I want you to tell me how you think that movie ends.
Did they hook up, the two dudes? Did I nail it?
No.
Okay.
But that's an interesting guess.
They both have physical urges throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And does an actual mermaid appear?
Yes.
At the end.
Oh, wait, at the end? No. If you're talking about that scene that happened on the beach,
Yeah.
That's about the extent of the mermaid you see.
So how does it end?
Are you sure you want me to spoil it?
Duncan, I'm not going to go back and watch
All right,
this movie.
spoilers for The Lighthouse, I guess. They really just go nuts and kill each other for like an hour.
Oh, they kill each other?
For an hour, they kill each other, yeah.
I had an hour left of the movie.
They like hit each other with axes and then they try to bury each other, and Willem Dafoe turns into an octopus at one point, and it's just implied that they're just going bananas. It's very funny, but also very
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to move on.
Well, then let's move on. What else?
I don't like talking about this movie. I watched. It was a big month for HBO Max, and they're at home, so I'm going to talk about their 2 releases for the month. Did you watch The Little Things with Rami Malek and Denzel Washington?
No, I did not.
A lot of people didn't like this movie. I really liked it.
Uh-huh.
I had a fun. They said it was the Netflix version of Seven. Well, guess what? I've never seen Seven, so I enjoyed it.
Gotcha.
I liked it, and I really liked Jared Leto in it. I watched it and I was like, this guy would make a good Joker. And then the Snyder Cut came out, and I was like, they need to give this guy like an egg. They need to give him like a chance to be the Joker. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
I think he would kill it.
I feel like he had his chance and it didn't go well.
I feel like it wasn't his fault. I feel like there was a lot of fake stories put out about him sending packages to people.
Okay, do we know that's fake? Everyone hated him on set.
Did they hate him on set? Like, you know, they don't talk about him, and he wasn't invited to the reboot. So
I don't know. I don't want to believe like set rumors, because it's like you can't if the actresses and actors don't talk about it, then we'll never know the truth.
If there was going to be a set rumor about me, what would it be?
I think it would be that you yelled at the craft services people for not serving authentic Italian food.
You know, I believe that. They'd have some like jank ass meatballs, like the microwave ones, and I'd go off.
You'd chew them out, yeah.
Yeah. And the other HBO release was Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Did you watch it?
I haven't.
So, other than like pacing, I thought the movie was really good. I had a really fun time with it. Not much to say.
Okay.
I thought it was good. Yeah, it deserved some Oscar noms for sure, which it got.
Well,
and my name's Frank, and I like movies. Duncan, what did you watch?
I watched a little flick called Assassination Nation.
Is that with Michael Keaton?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Michael Keaton's in it.
Assassination Nation.
It's gotta be
Bill Skarsgård.
Okay.
It's got Joel McHale
from Community.
Yeah.
No, Michael Keaton's in it.
I don't think you're thinking of the right movie.
I'm pretty sure Michael Keaton is
This
in it.
movie is about it's about this town, and it's got a bunch of like pervy adults who are like doing weird stuff with high schoolers.
Oh.
So then they start trying to figure out who the next like big thing is, who the next scandal is.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's this anonymous hacker online in this town that's like outing everyone. So the townspeople start wearing masks to like protect their identity. And they start hunting down people trying to figure out who this hacker is.
That's a big no.
And so the hacker keeps like sending the townspeople after like innocent people who did not do the thing. So it turns into The Purge. Like at the beginning, it's like a witch hunt kind of thing, but it fully becomes The Purge, where like everyone is killing each other. And it's like gruesome. It's horrible. I didn't
and Michael
love
Keaton's
it.
not in it.
Michael Keaton is
I
not
swear
in
to
this
God,
movie.
Michael Keaton is in this movie.
I no, he's not.
I'm Googling it.
I don't remember.
Assassination Nation. There's a movie with the word assassin in it and Michael Keaton's in it. I have to go on Michael Keaton's IMDb.
Oh my God.
It's
Anyway.
gonna kill me.
Anyway, this movie is interesting, but it's not really worth the like 2-hour runtime or whatever it is. And the
Okay.
ending left a very sour taste in my mouth. So it's not a strong recommendation, but if you're like very, very, very bored, check it out.
That's a good. Do another one real quick.
You got it. I watched I Care a Lot, which is the
I wanted to watch this.
The Netflix movie about Rosamund Pike scamming old
Yes.
people.
Michael Keaton was in Minions?
Oh my God.
What?
Who did he play in Minions?
Walter Nelson.
That it means nothing to me.
I don't know what I'm thinking of. Michael Keaton has not been in an assassin movie.
Well, you know what? You stuck to your guns.
I did.
you
until
saw
now.
the whole thing through.
What were you talking about? Oh, I Care a Lot.
I Care
this is
a Lot.
the lady in the nursing homes, and she scams old ladies.
Right. Until one day she picks the wrong old lady to scam.
Uh-oh! What happens?
It turns out that she's like related to this crime guy, and the crime guy's like, "You don't touch on my mother." And then he tries to kill the Rosamund Pike character, and then she tries to kill him back.
It's Peter Dinklage, right?
It is Peter Dinklage, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the whole movie.
How was it?
I wanted to like it.
Uh-huh.
Movies about awful people trying to kill each other, who do you root for?
Sounds like a family reunion.
All right, you go to the next movie.
I watched Ford versus Ferrari, directed by James Mangold. I had heard a review of this movie, and from a gentleman who's of an old thought of mind, and he said, "This is a movie for the man. This is a man's movie. They don't make the movies for the mans anymore, and this is a man's movie." And I agree, this is a man's movie, but not in a sexist way. It's like I just watched this and I could feel the testosterone being produced in my body.
And that's a good thing?
Yeah. I guess it depends.
Okay.
It depends on the circumstance, but for me, it was a romp. I really enjoyed it.
Got it.
Have you seen Ford versus Ferrari?
I haven't. I don't like cars.
It's directed really well, just from a filmmaking standpoint. I don't like cars either. I think it's okay. You can get a car for $20,000. You can get a car for $200,000. They do the same thing, Duncan.
Okay.
And they depreciate in value.
Right.
What's the point?
The point is to get you from point A to point B.
No. The point is you're having a midlife crisis and you never really loved your wife. I don't know. There was something deep there that just came out. I don't know what that was.
Oh, this is turning into therapy.
This is why we can only record one episode every 2 months.
Right. We need to cool down. Anyway, Ford versus Ferrari, do you recommend
Ford versus Ferrari, I recommend it. It's a romp. It deserved the Oscar noms. Christian Bale is phenomenal in this movie.
He's good at what he does, I guess.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. How many more do you have left?
I got a couple, maybe like 5.
Okay, I have 6. Do you want me to go one more and then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do 2. I watched a movie called Made, which was an indie film, and it was Jon Favreau's directorial debut.
Oh, wow.
And
was it good?
So interesting. It's like, you have to understand, it's an indie film debut from like the 90s. So like, it's just crazy to me to think like, oh my God, like it's not phenomenal. Like it's not the greatest movie ever, but it's good enough to where he could establish himself in Hollywood. And like watching this was just so inspiring to me as someone who like wants to do that, because it's like, I could make a movie like this, and like this guy's making Star Wars right now.
If you make a short film, maybe you'll get access to the Mandalorian.
They'll give me Mr. Mando.
Yeah, who knows?
I'll get to make baby Plo Koon.
That's
And
it's the magic of Hollywood.
it's the magic of Hollywood.
Is it your goal
And
to like work up the ladder and then get a Plo Koon movie someday? Is that like your
I
goal?
would direct the shit out of a Plo Koon movie. Oh my God,
I
that'd
feel
be
like we need
so
to put
cool.
like a picture of
Oh
Plo
my
Koon up on the screen because no one will
Yeah.
know who we're talking
Oh,
about.
Plo Koon. I'm gonna make Plo Koon a household name. That is
Are you
my
sure
career
about that?
goal. I'm gonna make Plo Koon.
Everyone in America will know
Yes.
the name Plo
Everyone will
Koon.
know Plo Koon. Dude, that'd be so cool. I'd do a Plo Koon trilogy.
A
And it would,
trilogy.
yes.
You think
And
there's
it would
enough
end
material?
with him. It would end with him finding Ahsoka because Ahsoka's mainstream now.
I guess so.
And a lot of
Wow.
people don't know that Plo Koon is the one who went out and found Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That's how we'd end the
adopted
trilogy,
her,
baby. Spoiler alert.
indoctrinated her into that
Lucasfilm.
cult.
Call me.
You need to kick
Yes.
down their doors and be like, give me
2029.
Plo Koon.
You're getting the first movie in the Plo Koon trilogy.
2029.
2029.
Wow. Gotta get started working. My God. Anyway,
So
what was the other movie?
what were we talking about?
You mentioned Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau made a good movie, very different, not family friendly. Okay, it's not The Lion King. Don't watch it with your kids.
Okay.
Lots of naked people, but a good movie. And then I watched a movie of his, which I've watched 2 times afterwards since, and I think it's one of my favorite movies ever. Have you seen the movie Chef?
Yeah, I've seen Chef.
Yo, I watched this and low key, I like.
You watched this movie 3
I want to buy a
times?
food. I want to buy a food truck with my dad now and travel the country.
Oh wow!
No, it was. No, but actually, this movie was like really. I just thought it was so well done, and I really liked the way that. Because do you know what that movie's about?
I've seen it. Yes.
No, like, do you know like the behind the scenes, like what it's about to him?
Oh no.
Oh, it's about like the making of Iron Man 2 and how it was a shit show, and how
What?
dude. So Iron Man 2, he had like this whole movie, and then they wanted him to basically set up the Avengers, so that's why that movie is so choppy. And like the villain Whiplash was supposed to have a much bigger role, and he had like no creative control over it, basically.
I see.
And so he got pissed afterwards and just wanted to make his own indie film, so he made Chef. And like that movie is about the creative process, and there's actually like a lot of stuff in there. Like I'm pretty sure the food critic that he goes head to head with is supposed to be Kevin Feige.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it's really interesting from that standpoint, and like they're cool now, you know.
They have to be, yeah.
Everyone's favorite sidekick in Spider-Man, and I love Jon Favreau.
I would not have assumed that Chef would have been so layered.
Chef is a damn good movie. I really like that. That's like if someone said that one of their favorite movies of all time is Chef, I'd want to be their friend. Like that's a good person.
Well, there you go. That's an interesting bar to set.
That's a first date question. What do you think of the movie Chef?
Okay, make or break time, sweetheart. What'd you think of the movie?
All right, Toots. What'd you think of Jon Favreau's 2013 masterpiece, Chef?
I don't know why, but I just immediately went to like sexism when it came to that question. Oh, it's so awful.
I liked Chef.
All right, well, there you go.
Thank you.
Have I talked about a movie yet that I've actually enjoyed?
During the series of this podcast? No, I don't think so.
Well, let's keep that trend alive.
We know how you feel about Mission Impossible Fallout. That's all I know.
Let's keep the trend alive and talk about Crocodile Dundee. It's so racist.
Is there a movie on your list for this month that you liked?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll get to them.
Okay. Oh, there's more than one. Okay.
There's at least 2.
Okay.
Crocodile Dundee is this terrible movie about this reporter who goes to like the outback in order to study this man who just like lives in nature and just like it's a cartoon. This
Uh-huh.
man is like singing with the birds, and he
Did
like
you have to? What'd you have to watch this for? Just for fun, or was it for a class?
my grandpa made me watch it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
It was the wrong time to date because Simple Slaughter.
Why are you laughing?
It's so. My grandpa sat me down and said,
My
"Boy,
grandpa put a gun
I'm
to
gonna
my head and said, put on the
We're
goddamn
watching
Crocodile Dundee." It's just
that's so funny."
the first half of this
That's
movie
so
is this
funny.
reporter being like, wow, this man lives in the outback. And then the second half of the movie is she takes him to New York. And then he's just like, whoa, look at the skyscrapers.
Does your
Hour.
does your grandpa know about this podcast?
No, of course not. And I hope he never does.
Would
Why did you say that? Now
would
people
you
are going to
be-
mail this to my grandpa.
Can you talk about the t-shirt he sent you when we were living together?
All right, I guess we're doing this. My grandpa makes me novelty t-shirts based on jokes he likes. And he one,
Dude, I'm crying.
one day he sent me his shirt that had a PNG image of a burlap sack on it. And it with the caption, "The Sack of Rome."
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And he made me take a picture of myself wearing the shirt to prove that I wore it.
That is so funny.
I'm crying.
The sack
Oh.
of
Stop laughing.
oh my god, dude. That's like you only get one laugh a year when you like when you cry. I just imagine you two sitting down together in your sack of Rome t-shirts watching Crocodile.
I had to make an important decision
dude.
when I was moving out. Do I keep the shirt or do I give
Oh my
it away?
god. Dude, I'm oh my god, that was so funny. I'm you know what? I'm gonna go dark. I watched the Britney Spears documentary.
Frank, you can't segue into that. You kidding me?
Shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. So I had no idea what this was about.
Yeah.
And when I watched it, it was just like one of those things where it blew up on the internet.
Right. I remember
So I was like, I'll give it a watch. And had no idea what it was about. So the first 2 minutes, you know how documentaries start? It's like a montage of what you're gonna see.
Right.
This documentary did not have a good opening montage because it's literally like a bunch of hipsters in LA holding signs saying, "Free Britney!" And I'm like, I don't know what that means yet because the documentary hasn't explained it yet.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna like this, whatever. But then they actually like start interviewing people and getting into what it's about. And it's so messed up. And like it breaks your heart. Did you watch it?
I couldn't do it. I know enough about it
It's
where I knew if I
sickening.
watched it, it would make me so sad.
It's sickening, dude. And like it's not even the fact that it's Britney Spears, like it's just the
If
way
anyone
it shows
would,
the way it
yeah.
shows childhood fame.
Mhm.
It's so messed up. I don't know. You know, it's just one of those things where like you watch it and you're like, this is objectively not the movie's good, but I'm like just like
Yeah.
the contents, you're like, this is just objectively terrible and no human should go through this.
Yeah. It's
It's
tough.
like I hear she wants out as of like yesterday or something. She said she does want out of it.
They're making progress, I think.
Oh my god. But it's like, how old is she? Like
Way too old to be going through that.
is she about, would you say she's like over the halfway mark of life? I don't know how to word that.
Well, Frank, we could die tomorrow. There's no
Well, no, I
halfway
know,
mark
but
of
I'm saying like
life.
on average. Do you know how old she is?
Well, it's a
What I'm
little
trying to say is, if
it's a
she's
little
lived half,
uncouth to ask a lady her age, but let me look it up.
if she's like, oh,
Oh, her middle name is Jean.
what, I didn't ask that.
Well, I'm looking it up now.
What's her age?
She is 39.
Okay, so her life's not halfway over, but it's just about around the halfway. A good chunk of Britney's life is gone.
Right.
And she had no control over it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's crazy how much control. Like, they talk about the show that she had, and like,
right.
It was supposed to be this big event, and she was there for 2 seconds, and then they wanted her off. I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
No one should ever have to go through that.
Yeah, it's sad. The whole child
shit.
thing. I've been like just listening to like stuff about child stars, and I think child stars too get a bad reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of them turn out good. Like, they turn
Yeah.
out great, actually. But then there's like that one or two, but they get the headline. So it's like,
Well, yeah, obviously the ones who act
you
out,
know?
people are the loudest about. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of with the iCarly reboot. I was just like, what's
Mhm.
Jeanette McCurdy up to? And it's like, she has this really
Right.
interesting podcast where she talks about like
how her mom
she kind of
fucked
went
her
through a
up.
similar thing. Yeah. And it's so interesting. Like, she's like, you're providing for your family. And like,
yeah.
which, like, I'm not saying that's bad. I think that's actually I think that's a great thing where like you can, but it's when the parents force you to when you don't want to that the
Right.
issues.
And like, if you're especially at that like developmental age, then
Yeah.
like having that responsibility it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Feel so bad.
What did you watch, Duncan?
I watched Sonic. The Sonic movie.
Oh my God, how was it?
Holy God, it was weird.
This was Jim Carrey kind of took a break, and this was his first movie back, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
What an interesting choice.
What a man.
He I will say he was captivating to watch.
Was he?
I'm not
Are you looking forward to the sequel?
I wasn't a big Sonic fan growing up.
Okay.
I grew up in a Mario household, so we weren't
Okay.
big Sonic fans. I get the appeal. He's blue and
Yeah.
quick. You can carry a franchise off that, probably.
You sure can.
There's
There's been franchises carried off with way less.
But I gotta say, I don't know if the whole transplant to the real human world element like carries into this movie.
Are you happy that they redesigned Sonic, at least?
You want to hear my conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
You want to hear my big conspiracy theory? I could get killed for this.
Okay.
I think that was a red herring. There are behind the scene photos of like when they were originally filming it before the reshoots, and the blue screen model for Sonic the Hedgehog looks like his redesign.
That's bizarre.
So I think they only animated the shots for the trailer.
Well, I know there was a thing where they're making toys. The toy, I forget which toy had the licensing for it. But when they released toys for it, they released both the new design, but there were some toys that they had already made, and they were gonna throw them out. So they sold them so you could get a Sonic with like the
with the bug
so
eyes.
I don't know.
And
Maybe,
here's the thing.
I don't
This
know.
is like a
It's
fun
bizarre.
theory for me to say, but also like there could have been some animators who like lost Christmas trying to redesign that stupid animal.
Oh,
so
easy. Yeah.
I don't want to pretend like they didn't go through hell to redesign
no,
it. If
for
they
sure
had
they
to.
did.
If the redesign is real, which like I'm not fully sold on, but I think it's really cool how they like listened to the fans. Well, also, I mean, there's obviously profits involved. Like they wanted to make money. But like they went back, they like pushed their movie back in order to give people like the version they wanted.
Wasn't that like the highest grossing movie of 2020?
Yeah, it was like the only movie of 2020.
Yeah.
I mean,
God bless.
So little stuff came out. I think that was the only year that like a Marvel movie wasn't in like the top earning.
Yeah.
I think Sonic was the top earning movie of 2020.
That's crazy.
Huh. Anyway, it's fine. It just don't go into it with high expectations, you
Uh,
know? He goes in and he's like, I like chili dogs, and runs in circles. That's it. And that's all he does.
I don't even know how to respond to that, but it sounds like fun. I watched a movie that really pissed me off.
Oh, I love those. Take it away.
It's a good movie. The
Okay.
movie's good. Do you know what Teflon is? You know, like a Teflon pan, so it doesn't stick. The food doesn't stick.
Oh, the kitchenware?
Yes, the kitchenware, a pan.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the other pan. I don't know what you were thinking of.
Whatever. What's Teflon?
Teflon is a material that they use in pans to get the nonstick, and you probably have one in your house because I have one in my house.
Okay.
And when I watched this movie, it's about the guy who discovered that corporations put the Teflon in these pans, knowing well that it can give you cancer and it'll cause a bunch of other terrible stuff. It's basically poisoning you.
Oh.
And 99% of people have Teflon in their blood. And yeah, the movie's called Dark Waters with Mark Ruffalo. I think this is a movie everybody should watch. It really pissed me off. It really pissed me off.
Huh.
Like, I was like, I hate America. I hate the corporations.
Yeah.
It was messed up. I was watching this movie and I was like, everyone needs to watch.
Every time someone tells me a little thing about like how a company is boning us, it makes me so angry.
Teflon. And they knew.
Yeah.
Duncan, they knew.
This isn't nearly as bad as cancer, but my friend Sadie told me that the reason there's so many stoplights is to like waste your gas. And like the oil companies like lobby the like infrastructure of cities to like put in more stoplights than they need to.
That makes sense, because when you take the highway, you're not really
right.
Yeah.
She told me that in the car and I was so angry I almost got out. I was like, I don't want to participate in this system.
Stick it to the man. I'm gonna walk.
Right, I'm gonna buy a bike. So was it a movie or a documentary?
It's a movie. Mark Ruffalo's in it. There was some sort of controversy about it because it was supposed to be nominated for Oscars, but then it wasn't. I don't know what happened.
Teflon got him.
Teflon got him.
Teflon fucking sniped him.
Sniped. But yeah. What did you watch, Duncan?
I watched a movie called Rushmore. Have you heard of this?
I've heard of The Mountain, but I haven't.
Not The Mountain. It's about this student who's in college and he gets really bad grades, but he's also an overachiever. So he's in like 30 clubs and he's like kind of this phenomenon at his school. And then he's like, I gotta pass this class. So he bonds with a teacher and he like gets a tutor. And the teacher is played by Bill Murray. And Bill Murray obviously like doesn't care during this movie. But he falls in love with his tutor because she's just like a woman. And that's all he needed apparently. But she's too old for him. He's like a student.
I have a fun fact about Bill Murray. Continue, but I'm going to tell you afterwards.
Okay. So he's in love with his tutor, but what? Did you say he's my dad?
Continue.
That's not a fun fact. It's just this weird because he's in love with his tutor, but his tutor like has a boyfriend, so he's like, I hate you, and he like sneaks into her house, and then like his teacher, she breaks up with the boyfriend, but then she starts dating Bill Murray, and so then he's like, I hate you both, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? This movie is like a treasured classic. People love Rushmore because it's old. It's from the like 90s or whatever. And so people love this movie. But it's just about this horny guy who's bad at school. And that's it. And he's just like, I hate my teacher because he's dating my tutor crush. And I swear to God, he sneaks into her house and won't leave until she kisses him.
Rushmore?
And we're supposed to root for this guy.
Rushmore or Crocodile Dundee?
Don't make me do that, man. Don't make me choose. What a Sophie's choice, am I right? What is your actual Bill Murray fun fact?
Oh, my Bill Murray fun fact. So for the people who don't know, in Hollywood, when you're like up and coming, people reach out to you, agents, to get representation. Everybody has representation.
Right.
They basically suck your bank account dry and do the bare minimum.
Sounds about right.
But I'd like one, please, if you're listening. But
what a glowing endorsement.
They're gonna get me to do a commercial for Teflon pans.
Right, just to fuck with you. They're like, hold it real close to your face, Frank.
I learned this. Lick it. Bill Murray does not have representation.
Wow.
You just email Bill Murray and Bill Murray reads every script you send him.
No kidding.
Yeah, he does it all by himself. I thought that was interesting.
Cool. I would say you should reach out to him when you make it to Hollywood, but I think he'll be dead soon.
Oh, why'd you have to get? No,
Bill
so
Murray's old.
He's gonna live forever.
He's
gonna be in the new Ghostbusters. I'm excited.
He's gonna be a ghost if you wait too long. This is a terrible
you can't
joke.
Talk like that. What a
I'm
bad
sorry,
bit.
Bill.
I don't even want to joke about Bill Murray's death.
I don't want him to die.
I kind of think you do. You can't hate on Bill Murray. He's from Chicago.
Oh, like that gives anyone a free pass. There's
Got
so
the
many
deep
awful
dish
people
sauce in his veins.
You and like three other people are like the only good people I met in Chicago, and everyone else is a goddamn nightmare.
I have to say, when we lived in Chicago, I think the people of Chicago, like the people at that school were not the best.
No,
but the ones from Chicago,
school, but God,
the ones from Chicago were really nice, I thought.
Oh, like who? Name 7.
I don't want to drop names.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I don't want to drop names. I could name 7 easily.
All right. Well,
I thought the people from Chicago. It was always
okay. You were a social butterfly. You were making friends left.
I was not a social butterfly. I was socially awkward. I talked in that one class we had together.
Everyone loved you. Everyone
loved me.
Everyone in our classes.
No, we had so one highly of you together.
I met people who knew you from other classes.
Who?
I don't remember their name.
I know.
People loved you, Frank. You were the talk of the town. Especially in the UC.
In college.
When we lived in the UC, people you were a hit.
Who liked me at the UC? We just gave away the location.
No, that could have been. It could stand.
I don't go
anything.
there anymore. I don't go there anymore. Right. So that's true. The UC
you're a graduate.
Fun fact about the UC.
I
don't know if I told you this. I almost got kicked out my freshman year. That's a story. That's a story for off.
No, I want to hear it. What did you do to get kicked out?
It's bad. I didn't do anything. My roommate did it, but I was
yeah. But you got pinned for it?
I was, and they thought I was an accomplice, but it's a story for off air.
I want to hear this story.
When we get to 10K, I'll drop the story.
Okay. What a promise.
Okay. What were we talking about?
Rushmore, but don't watch it. We'll take it away. What's your movie?
Rushmore, don't watch it. My next one, I have 2 TV shows.
Wow.
One was Swamp Thing.
And
I was waiting for a reaction from you, because usually when I said them, you go, oh, but there was nothing.
I know what it is, but I got nothing.
Swamp Thing is pretty damn good. Not my favorite of the DC Universe shows, but it's very different. It's very horror-esque. It's produced by James Wan. Horror-esque.
Who are you calling a whore?
Horror-esque.
You can't say that on YouTube, Frank.
Damn it, Duncan. I was about to ask
fact. In 7th grade, my teacher was like, "We're gonna go see a play," and we were like, "What play?" And she's like, "Little Shop of Horrors," and we were like, "What? You can't go to a horror
Can I just
house."
say, I didn't know what month we left off on, so I have our channel pulled up and I have our latest video pulled up.
Oh yeah.
But on my suggested videos, there's a video by some guy named, I'm gonna call him out.
Okay.
Quentin Reviews.
Oh, not Quentin.
His video's called I Binged
iCarly. It's the 4-hour one.
It's 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Quentin is a mixed bag. I've heard some very weird things about him. Let's just say I think he's the exact type of guy to make a 4-hour movie about watching iCarly.
It's 5 hours. I'm rounding up. It's 5 hours.
Are you gonna watch it?
No.
Okay, good.
Swamp Thing is really good. The production value is phenomenal. The costume looks great.
Uh-huh.
Why did they cancel the show after airing the second episode?
It's what? That quickly?
That quickly.
They got 2 episodes in and they canceled it?
2 episodes and they canceled that. And the viewership was good.
That makes
so
no
this
sense.
Streaming service was weird because they launched it and then like 2 years later they launched HBO Max and kind of merged them but didn't. So they didn't know what to do with some of the shows. So like Stargirl got sold to CW.
Right.
People thought because of the pandemic, they couldn't shoot shows, so the CW bought the rights to Swamp Thing. So people thought, oh, they're gonna air it and they'll probably like make it into a show because like all your sets and costumes are made, you know, and they can do a pretty decent job. But no, that didn't happen, which stinks because this show ends on such a good cliffhanger, dude.
Oh, that's the worst when you never get an answer.
Know.
I'm sorry.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the production value, and I hope I don't know, maybe they can bring the Swamp Thing character.
Hey, they've been reviving shows left and right these days. Maybe someday Swamp Thing will get its day.
Put him on freaking Legends of Tomorrow or something. I don't know. Show me the Swamp Thing.
Hey girl, show me a Swamp Thing.
Oh, don't say that. No, that's I hope you get canceled for that. I did not
What the hell? Don't say that. You can't say that, man.
It's just a joke. It's just a prank, bro.
There you go. Absolved. How many things do you have left? Because I'm on my last movie.
I'm on my last TV show.
Ooh, the Mr. TV Show podcast.
The Mr. TV Show podcast. You go, and then
I watched Nomadland.
Right on. I've seen this.
What a bummer.
I enjoyed it. It's kind of depressing. I loved
the movie. It's so sad.
Depressing. Yeah.
Frances McDormand is a powerhouse actress. I don't think I've
this
seen
movie made me want to jump into a car, but then drive it off a cliff.
Yeah, have van life for an hour and then
van
hit
life
the
for
bottom
an hour.
of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the movie's
the one scene, that one lady, minor spoiler, when her tire pops and she goes up to that lady and asks for help. That lady was unnecessary. It's like, you could have died out here, you dumb woman. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean it's about
I thought that was a little bit harsh. But I mean, Chloe Zhao, it was like her and like 3 other people that filmed this movie.
Oh, so low budget, so low cast.
She got a Marvel movie.
It's phenomenal.
I want a Marvel movie.
Yeah, you got to film the next Nomadland.
I know. What should they live in my version of Nomadland?
A canoe.
Canoe land. Canoe water? Yeah, I don't know.
What a terrible movie.
Canoe water.
But the movie's a bummer, but it's really important, I think, especially with the rise of Amazon and all the people that Amazon is fucking over. Like, it's important to know about.
I thought it was really good. It was really sad. Yeah. It really just kept, that was the perfect movie to come out during COVID, I think.
Yeah, actually.
Because think about it, I'm stuck inside. I'm living a very minimalistic life. Everything I'm buying is from the internet. I'm feeding into the problem.
Yeah, you can't help but feel like you're a mushroom on the back of a very diseased animal right now.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It's depressing. It's sad. My one complaint for Nomadland.
Oh yeah.
Could have gone my whole life without seeing Frances McDormand naked.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I don't know where this energy's coming from, Frank, but I'm not enjoying it. I think she's a phenomenal lady.
Okay, first of all, it's really random. It just kind of happened. Right, I'm watching this movie with my mom and dad.
Oh.
And my mother's very old-fashioned, not in the racist way, just like, very old school values.
I'm sure. Yes.
You have to clarify that, Duncan. The
No,
internet's
I've met her. She's a very sweet lady.
very sweet woman, but like, she doesn't like to see any naked person on the TV.
That's an okay preference, yeah.
Did not enjoy it. We both,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm in the wrong right now, and I don't know why.
Well, I mean, I might have shamed you a little bit when I
I
reacted
feel
so
a little-
inversely.
Yeah. But it would have been bad if I was like, that scene with Francis McDormand, really enjoy,
Yeah, you don't want to
Or I
swing
could have
all the
just
way to
not
the other.
brought it up at all. That would have worked too, but here we are.
Right.
I watched Queen's Gambit.
Oh wow, I loved Queen's Gambit.
Did you?
Yeah.
I loved Queen's Gambit. I thought this show was so inspiring.
Do you know how to play chess?
This may surprise you because I come off as such like a confident all-star, but back in elementary school, I was in chess club.
Chess club, wow.
And in high school, I was in or not high school, no, not that sad. In middle school, I was in the board game club where we played chess.
I think chess is
What's sad
fun
when
game.
you're in middle school and you join the board game club and no one wants to hang out with you at the board game club.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We all have those days.
You know what's sad when you go to 3 meetings of the board game club and don't go to anymore because no one likes you. Middle school was rough, I was finding myself.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
Why do I share these things on the internet? I'll never know.
Anyway, Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great watch. Anya Taylor-Joy, love her.
She's pretty cool.
She's great. Oh my god, I love the way this show opens with her like waking up, and then you see her as a child, and like the drug addiction.
Oh yeah.
And
I think chess is the real drug of this show. That's my hot take.
I think the drugs are the real drugs of this show, but
that might carry more water. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I really liked Queen's Gambit. I think it shot well. That effect with the chess pieces on the ceiling.
Oh, they love that effect.
You feel for her struggle. I loved all the characters in this show.
Interesting.
I like the mom. I like that weird kid that wears the cowboy hat.
Yeah, that little freak.
I love that guy. I just love that. Oh my gosh. If I had to come up with an alternate title for the show, character development. Because that's what it is. It's the
that would have been the name of the show.
It wouldn't have been the name, but I'm saying it's character development at its best. Forget you ever watched this episode of this podcast.
We went on an interesting ride this episode.
We went from conservatorships to the sack of Rome. Now, when you edit this, do you literally listen through it? Let's give a little.
Yeah, I listened to it like multiple times.
You do?
That's how I edit things. Yeah.
I listen to them once they're uploaded. That's crazy, dude. God bless you.
Oh well, I do it for the views.
I really want to start uploading on this channel more because
yeah, we can do that.
I like the content. I just like talking. We need to bring on guests.
I think that would be fun.
You need to pull some strings in your YouTube.
Okay, that's enough. I can't pull strings.
Pull the strings, get the guests, and we have some pals we should bring on here.
Yeah, I think that would be so fun.
That would be fun.
You know what? I just enjoy talking about movies with you, bud.
I do.
This is fun.
Thank you for watching.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. We love you. Give yourself a hug and tell yourself you're number one.
Yeah, because you've deserved it.
Like this video, tickle the subscribe button.
Don't say
slap that bell notification.
It sounds so physical.
Here's the sound of you hitting the subscribe button.
Oh god.
I didn't like
so
that.
Airy.
Yeah, I was trying to end on a funny note and I failed. I'm sorry. Bye.
Bye everyone.